have a look at more challenging patterns. So pause the video and read the question and try to figure out the patterns. Right, well done. How do you think? Let's have a look at together. In each sequence below, there is a rule for finding the next term. So find the next two terms in each sequence by identifying the rule. So that means we need to figure out our pattern or formula, right? So first of all, when you have a sequence, always identify whether it's linear sequence or non-linear sequence. I'm just writing down the pattern number term. First, second, third, fourth term. Then let's see if it's linear or non-linear. So to find the linear, if the common difference are the same, so 1/2, half is the common difference, minus half, then I don't think this is decreased by half, right? So this is not the linear number sequence, then it's non-linear sequence, and we're not familiar with these numbers. Then we need to find the pattern, underline the number sequence by ourselves. So let's see, let's find the relationship between the n and the number. So your first number is 1. Your second number is 1/2. Your third number is 1/3. Your fourth number is 1/4. Can you see the pattern? What will be your nth number? See? 1, 1, 2, 2. Focus on your denominator and your term, right? So we can see that your nth number, your fifth number will be 1/5. And sixth number will be 1/6. And your seventh number will be 1/7. The nth number will be 1/n. So this is the pattern for the number sequence. Then we can say the nth term is 1/n. Then our two terms after the 1/4 is 1/5 and 1/6. Now, so next question, pause the video and then try to figure out the pattern. So nth term is, so they kindly give us the nth term, that is 5n minus 1. Then what is the result of subtracting fifth term and sixth term? That means we need to figure out the fifth terms. So now we need to focus on our formula, right? Nth term is already given. Say 5n minus 4 is the formula. Then we need to find the difference between the fifth term and sixth term. So this question is quite simple. All we need to do is find the fifth number and then find the nth number and take away, right? So when n is 5, that gives you 5 times 5 minus 4 is 21. Then our sixth number is 5 times 6 minus 4 is 26. Now let's find the difference between the 26 and 21. That is 5. Now, so we've got a diagram pattern. Then it has got a shaded circle and unshaded circles, right? Then if we copy this pattern, then we need to find out what will be 29th circle. The 29th circle will be shaded or unshaded. So let's see, our final goal is finding out 29th circle, whether it's shaded or unshaded. So now what we need to focus is what is repeating, right? So look at this pattern. All of the 2 shaded, 5 unshaded, total 7 circles are repeating. We copying down these patterns, right? Then you can find the 29th circle But I don't want you to draw all the patterns. Just focus on how many circles are repeating. 7 circles are repeating. That means 29 circle. Inside the 29 circle, we copy down the same pattern 4 times. Then now we've got one remainder. That means, have a look at it. If you repeating the pattern 4 times, then now focus on your your 5th pattern. Then what is the first circle of your final pattern? Because we've got all patterns, 28 patterns. Then now your first circle is 29th, right? So focus on your remainder. Then 29th circle is shaded. That's why your answer is shaded. So in this question, focus on 7 circles. The repeating pattern is a 7. So just think about the multiples of 7, right? Then focus on your remainder. That is the order of the circle inside the one pattern. So before solving this question, let's focus on our formula. Okay, so now let's see, you've got 4 matchsticks and then 8, then 12. So in this number sequence, we can see the common difference. So we can say this is the linear number sequence. Let's find our formula for the sequence. Is first number 4 at n minus 1 times the difference is 4. Then let's simplify that. That is 4 plus 4n minus 4. Then the formula for the number sequence is 4n. Now let's focus on our first question. So the question is asking you to find how many more matchsticks will Tom need to make pattern 4. That means they are asking you to find the differences, right? So since you've got a 12 matchstick, then we know the common difference is 4. So you can write down that 4 more matchsticks. Now, next question, how many matches will Tom need to make pattern 12? This means when n is 12, what is your number, right? So finding the 12th term. So just use the formula 4 times 12 is 48. So the total matches you need are 48. Now Tom has a box containing 99. Then what is the largest pattern you can make using 99 matchsticks? That means you need to find the n less than 99, right? For example, your pattern is 4n. That gives you a total number of matchsticks, but it must be less than 99, right? So 4n is less than 99. It's not equal to 99 because it's not the multiples of 4. So try to figure it out. If you divide by 4 into 99, right, what could it be your answer? That means you can make 24 patterns, then your remainder is 3. That means you can make total 24 patterns. When your n is 24, then your matchstick you use is 24 times 4, right? So the largest pattern you can make is 24. Now, we've got a number sequence. Then let's figure out the formula. That now, these are the number patterns. So we need to figure it out which numbers are in this number sequence. Then, now first of all, find the nth term formula is the first thing you need to do all the time. Then identify whether it's a linear or not linear. Let's see the common difference. Ooh, lucky, this is a linear number sequence. It's easy to find our formula, right? First number is 11. 11 add 1 minus 1, the common difference is 3. So now let's simplify our expressions. 11 plus 3n minus 3. 3n plus 8 is the formula. Then now let's see whether 30 is in this sequence or no. How can we do it? How can we figure out that 30 is in our number pattern? Now just remember, n is not the number. N means the position of the number, order of the number, right? Then we can write down the equation like a 3n plus 8 equals 30. Then we can see the whole number. For example, n is 20 or 11. Then we can say that the 30 is in the number sequence. But otherwise, if you got a fractional decimal set, then that means the number is not in the number sequence. Then as you can see, 30 is, if you don't really calculate it, 30 it cannot be in the number sequence, because after the 26, then your next number is 29, then 32. That's why I just cross out the 30. Then how about 40? Because we can't keep writing down all the numbers, right? Then now let's use our equation method. So I'm going to say 3n plus 8 equals 40. Let's see, we can have a whole number as n. 3n is, so 40 minus 8 is 32, and 8 is not the whole number, right? That means 40 is not the numbers in the sequence. Let's try 50. So 3n plus 8 equals 50. If the n is a whole number, that means it's in the sequence. The 3n is 42, n is, let's divide by 3. 1 and 14. So that means 50 is located in the 14th, right? So it's a 14th number is 50. Now how about 60? 3n plus 8 is 60. 3n is 52. Then n is, let's divide by 3. That is not the whole number. That means 60 is not in the sequence. The only number we can see in the sequence is 50. So you've got a sequence that is not the diagram, it's not the number. It just gives you a sentence. Add the previous two terms together. Then it gives you a part of the sequence, right? This is the most important bit. That is our pattern. What we need to do is, we know that fourth term is 7 and fifth term is 11. So using these two clues, we figured out the first two terms, our first term and second term. Let's write them down. Let's organize all of this information. Fourth term is 7. Fifth term is 11. Now let's go back to the pattern. The pattern, it says what we need to do is add the previous two terms together. So for example, if you make the fifth term, what you need to do? You need to add the previous two number. That means we need to focus on third and fourth, right? So let's see, first and second number is our final goal, right? This is our final goal. Then now let's focus on our fifth term. To make the fifth term, we need to find the previous two terms, that is third and fifth. Third number plus fourth number, that is 7, right? So unknown value plus 7 makes 11. So can you see third number becomes 4, right? Then now let's focus on our fourth term. So now to find the fourth term, your third term is 4, then it makes 7, so your missing number second term is 3. Well done. Now we're almost done, right? Let's focus on our third term. Third term is adding up first term and second term. 3 plus missing number gives you 4. So finally we find our first number, that is 1. Then the answer for the question is 1 and 3. So let's double check. 1 added 3 makes 4, right? And then 3 added 4 makes 7, and 4 added 7 makes 11. This is the pattern. You can write 1 and 3 is the answer. So here we've got a number pattern with a diagram. You've got a hexagon, but has got gray hexagon and white hexagon. It looks like we've got a joined pattern, right? So find the nth term of a gray hexagon and then find the nth term of white hexagon. So see, as you can see, this is joined one. So let's focus on each colors of hexagon. So find the nth term of a gray hexagon. Only focus on the gray one. So first has got 2, then second term is 3, third term is 4. Then it looks like it's a linear sequence because it increased by 1, right? So let's find our formula. That is first number add n minus 1 times 1. Then let's simplify it. The 2 plus n minus 1. So it gives you n plus 1 is the formula. Then now we can just write down n plus 1 as the answer. Now let's focus on our white hexagon. Then let's count how many white hexagons we can see in each term. So 2, then 4. Ooh, we can see the pattern. 6. So this is linear as well because it increased by 2. So let's quickly write down our formula. So you can notice that 2, 4, 6. This is a even number pattern, right? So even number pattern, then you can simply write down 2n. You remember, right? So let's write down the white hexagon is the even number sequence. Now, what is the total number of hexagon in the pattern? 20. So we need to find the total number, right? So pattern 20, that means when n is 20, how many gray hexagons and how many white hexagons are there all together, right? So let's write when n is 20, let's see our formula for gray hexagon is 2n plus 1 and white hexagon is 2n. So let's put the 20 inside the formula. That is 20 plus 1 is 21 gray hexagons. Then white hexagon is 2n. 2 times 20, that gives you 40 white hexagons. They're all together because it's asking you to find the total number. That is 61 hexagons are there all together. Okay, well done. So we've been discussed all about the number sequences from linear number sequence to the non-linear number sequences. So we've been also talking about the special number sequences. I really want you to remember all the formula for the special number sequences. Then now, next video, we're going to talk about the word problems and challenging questions about the algebra as well. So I will see you with the new topics. Bye!